Good morning. Today brings us to the neighbourhood of Sargent Park. And this is the walk we did around it. Lots to do today, but as with all of these things, we've got to go and find some breakfast first. So join us in Sargent Park and we'll see what it's all about. We are now walking down Notre Dame and coming up on a spot that we're going to try for breakfast. Let's get that sausage. This was supposed to be a light breakfast, by the way. Thank you. Juvians. Really good, but we were both saying before we got there, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have a light breakfast this morning, I'm not that hungry. And that was absolutely gigantic. Delicious though. All right, let's move on. Christie's Biscuits. That was once the largest biscuit and cracker manufacturer in Canada, and they built that factory there on Notre Dame and were churning out tons and tons of biscuits. It was later bought out by the National Biscuit Company, which is called Nabisco, but they still brand anything they sell in Canada as Christie. That place shut down, I think, in the 70s, but they kept the lovely sandstone Art Deco architecture there with Christie biscuits carved into it, and it's a children's hospital now, so thankfully they didn't knock it down and they turned it into something useful. I'm too stuffed for any biscuits though, so we're off down Wall Street. It's a spot where my lad wants to go. All right, we are coming up on a record shop that is in my lad's typical rotation. It's called the Winnipeg Records and Tape Co. He's going to pop in there and see if he can find something. Now I couldn't get in that back way, so I had to come around the front. And here we are at the Cindy Klassen Recreation Complex. And Cindy was a multi-medalist in Winter Olympics and Normal Olympics, represented Team Canada, was a team member with Clara Hughes, my favourite, and was born here in Winnipeg. So in the neighbourhood of Sargent Park, Cindy Klassen gets this thing named after her. That's probably Clara Hughes' bike right there. That used up a little bit of time while my lad is in the record shop, but we'll go back there and meet him, see how his flicking through the vinyl is going. Whoa. Ah, some kind of success. We'll leave the reveal till a little bit later. I always find that when we go on these walks with my lad, he always buys vinyl when it's absolutely boiling out. So we're going to have to protect them, otherwise they'll be just mush when we get back to the car. All right, let's go and sit somewhere, let's chill out somewhere and look at this vinyl. Coming up on our refreshment spot, Wolseley Kombucha. Okay, let's do the record reveal.
Alright, so I got the Smiths Louder Than Bombs. I got Government Plates by Death Grips. And third and finally, I got Quarters by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. So I'm pretty happy with my purchase.
Thanks a lot. See you next time. Thank you. There we go. Wolseley Kombucha, my first ever kombucha. And I must say, very, very refreshing. All right, but seeing as there's no alcohol in it, let's go somewhere before we go home and grab a brew. This is the summer that I've been waiting for, absolutely boiling. We have just walked 30 minutes from the kombucha place and we're about to get to a place that I haven't been to since COVID. It was one of my earliest pub crawl videos. I might put a link in the description to it. And we're going to have a drink, potentially that survived the lager revolution. And here we are at A2Zpt123 Brewery. What? Saturday 3 to 9.
No.
Well,
Let me in.
you know where there's free beer?
Our house.
Yeah. Darn it. Not open yet. Too early. Ah well, done us a favour. We'll get that free beer at home. Free beer at home. Alright, so that was good. I enjoyed that. Beautiful weather. So basically, thank you, Sargent Park, for your hospitality.